At exactly 4:21 a.m. on a quiet Saturday morning, a single message appeared on Truth Social. It was from President Donald Trump, and in just one line, he claimed the United States had completed one of the boldest missions in decades: the capture of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife. But behind that short announcement was a plan so intricate that it had taken months of coordination between the Pentagon, the CIA, and elite Special Forces units. A mission rehearsed down to the smallest detail, even using a life-size replica of Maduro's safe house. How did such an operation come together without the world noticing? And what really happened inside that heavily guarded fortress in the heart of Caracas? According to multiple officials familiar with the matter, preparation for Operation Absolute Resolve began quietly long before the world heard about it. By August, small CIA teams had already been deployed to Latin America. Their assignment was to map Maduro's movements, every routine, every pattern, every safe location. They were joined by a human asset close to the Venezuelan leader, someone capable of signaling the exact moment when the target could be approached safely. Meanwhile, back in the US, a specialized military unit was building a replica of Maduro's compound. Delta Force operators spent weeks practicing how to enter a fortress designed to resist any assault. Steel doors, narrow corridors, reinforced walls, all duplicated with precision so that when the real night came, nothing would feel unfamiliar. Inside Washington, a small group shaped the mission's strategy. Among them were National Security Advisor Stephen Miller, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and CIA Director John Ratcliffe. They met often, sometimes daily, reviewing live intelligence feeds and risk assessments. President Trump reportedly attended many of those sessions, weighing each potential consequence. 4 days before the raid, military planners advised him to wait for better weather. Low clouds could interfere with satellite guidance and night vision systems. But on Friday at 10:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the green light was given. Within minutes, across 20 bases throughout the Western Hemisphere, pilots and crew prepared for launch. More than 150 aircraft would soon take flight: F-35s, F-22s, B-1 bombers, refueling tankers, and drones configured for electronic jamming. At Mar-a-Lago, the president gathered with top advisors to monitor a live stream of the unfolding events. General Dan Kane, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, later confirmed that U.S. aircraft were striking strategic military targets near Caracas radar sites, communication hubs, and air defense systems. According to open sources, the Pentagon's public statement emphasized that all strikes were aimed at military infrastructure, avoiding civilian zones. While the air campaign distracted defenses, Special Forces units advanced toward downtown Caracas. Each team carried specialized tools: thermal cutters, blowtorches, and encrypted comms to breach reinforced structures. By 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, helicopters hovered low over the capital, their rotors echoing across the skyline. Residents began uploading short clips to social media, convoys of aircraft slicing through the night air. Inside the operation room, General Kane updated Washington. The troops had reached the perimeter of Maduro's compound. As they approached, they encountered intermittent fire, but continued forward. One helicopter sustained minor damage, yet remained airborne. Once inside the complex, forces moved methodically, floor by floor. Trump would later describe the site as a highly guarded fortress. Teams neutralized electronic locks and entered the inner chambers. According to official accounts, Maduro and his wife surrendered inside the main residence. The Venezuelan leader reportedly attempted to reach a reinforced safe room, but the door could not be sealed in time. Within minutes, he was in custody. By 3:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all helicopters were clear of Venezuelan airspace, heading toward open waters. Aboard one of them sat Maduro and his wife, under armed guard. Roughly 7 hours after his first post, President Trump shared another update. It included a single photograph. A man identified as Nicolás Maduro, restrained and blindfolded, reportedly aboard the USS Iwo Jima, an amphibious assault ship positioned in the Caribbean. His caption read simply, "On board the USS Iwo Jima." The announcement immediately sparked international debate. The capture of Nicolás Maduro may signal the beginning of a new chapter in hemispheric politics. If the reports are confirmed, it would represent a turning point for US-Venezuela relations and potentially set a precedent for future foreign policy operations. Yet the deeper implications are still unfolding. How will neighboring nations respond? What does it mean for the balance of power in Latin America and for the global perception of US intervention abroad? Those questions are already shaping diplomatic briefings and expert analyses worldwide. In our next episode, we'll break down what Operation Absolute Resolve reveals about modern US military doctrine and how technology, intelligence, and politics now intersect in 21st century conflicts. If you found this breakdown informative, consider subscribing for more verified insights into major geopolitical events explained responsibly and clearly. Stay tuned, the story behind Operation Absolute Resolve is only beginning to unfold.